Hello, welcome students. Today we are going to start lesson number 17, man-made materials. Students, can you tell? Make a list of 20 different man-made materials present in your home, school and places around and discuss. For example, school bag, books, computer, benches, water bottle, etc. Now materials are divided into two types. They are natural materials and man-made materials. So natural materials are naturally obtained materials that we use for our daily needs are natural materials. Example, wood, rock, minerals, water are natural materials. Man-made materials, materials manufactured in the factories after research on the natural materials are called man-made materials. Example, glass, plastic, artificial threads, thermocol, etc. In this chapter, we will study some of the man-made materials. Plastic, a man-made material showing the property of plasticity. Plasticity means we can give shape, and made up of organic polymers is plastic. Structure of all the plastics is not same. Some are linear while some are circular. Depending upon the effect of heat, plastic can be classified into two types. They are thermoplastic and thermosettings. So here thermoplastic, the plastic that can be molded as per our wish is called thermoplastic. Example, PVC, polythene, they are used for manufacturing the toys, combs, plates, bowls, etc. And thermosetting plastic, the plastic in which a specific shape is given with the help of mold, and this shape cannot be changed again on heating is called thermosetting plastic. Example, electric switches, coverings over the handles of cookers, etc. Thermoplastic substances can be recycled and reused. Thermosetting plastic cannot be reused again. Properties of plastic. Plastic does not corrode. Corrode means what? Rusting. It will not rust. It does not decompose. Means it cannot be converted into simple form. It is not easily affected by humidity, heat, rain, etc. Items of any color can be made from it. It can be molded into any shape due to the property of plasticity. Means it can be given a desired shape. It is bad conductor of heat and electricity. Being light in weight, it is easy to carry. Types and uses of the plastic. Now we will see the thermoplastic. First one in that, polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC. It is used in making bottles, raincoat, pipes, handbags, shoes, electric cable insulation, furniture, ropes, toys, etc. Now second one, polystyrene, PS. Thermo-insulating parts of electric appliances like refrigerators, gears of machines, toys, protective coverings like covers of CD and DVD, etc. Next, polyethylene, PE, that is milk bags, packing bags, flexible garden pipes, etc. Next, fourth one, polypropylene, that is PP, parts of loudspeakers and vehicles, ropes, mattresses, laboratory appliances, etc. Thermosetting plastic. First one, bakelite. It is used in making cabinets of radio, TV, telephones, electric switches, toys, coverings over handles of cookers, etc. Second one, melamine. Domestically useful items like cup saucers, plates, tray, some spare parts of airplane engines, electric and sound insulating coverings, etc. Now third one, polyurethane, surfing boards, small boats, furniture, seats in vehicles, etc. Fourth one, polyester, fiberglass, toners of laser printers, textile industry, etc. Think about it. Why are the plastic tanks used for storage of chemicals? Plastic is non-corrosive, it is comparatively non-reactive and it does not decompose, and it is easy to handle and light in weight and unbreakable. Hence, the plastic tanks are used for storage of chemicals. Why most of domestically useful items are replaced by plastic? Plastic is lighter and unbreakable. The handling thus becomes easier. It is non-corrosive, hence pickles, spices, etc. can be stored in plastic containers. It is cheaper as compared to the metal and glass articles. It is easier to wash and maintain the plastic articles. These are some of the reasons of making plastic a domestically useful material. Plastic and environment. How many plastic carry bags are brought in your home in a day? What happens to those later on? Till May 2018, about 1 or 2 plastic bags were brought in our home every day. But now, due to prohibition on plastic bags and other plastic items by the government, the use of plastic has been drastically reduced. The bags brought at home, they cause the pollution of the environment. As plastic is not decomposable, it creates the problems of its disposal. Next, how are the use up and thrown away carry bags, water bottles, milk bags recycled? The plastic waste is collected by the kabadiwala or sweepers. They sell these articles to the recycling units. In recycling units, the recycling of some of the plastic items is done. This leads to formation of plastic of low quality, which may be used in making some newer plastic items. Do you know? Plastic is used in healthcare sector, example syringes. Vessels used to cook food in microwave oven are made up of plastic. Vehicles are coated with Teflon to protect from scratches. Teflon is a type of plastic. There are more than 2000 different types of plastics. Some types of plastic are used in assembling some parts of airplane. Polyacrylic is a type of plastic used for manufacturing lenses and artificial teeth. Degradable materials and non-degradable materials. Degradable materials. Those materials that can be naturally degraded are called degradable materials. Example, fruits, vegetables, etc. Non-degradable materials. The materials that do not degrade through natural processes are called non-degradable materials. Example, plastic, thermocol, etc. Now we will see the table given in the textbook, page number 118. Materials, degradation period and type of material. Vegetable, degradation period is 1 to 2 weeks. It is degradable. Cotton cloth, the period is degradation period 1 year. It is degradable. Wood, degradation period 10 to 15 years. Degradable. Plastic, the degradation period is thousands of years. So it is non-degradable. So as it is non-degradable plastic, we should use instead of plastic other materials such as jute bags, cloth bags, paper bags, etc. Always remember, each responsible citizen should follow the 4R principle, that is, reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. Reduce, minimal use. Reuse, use again. Recycle, use again after processing. Recover, reclaiming. Then only we can save the environment from pollution. I hope you understood the topic. So for better understanding, read the topic once again and do the given homework.